Hello everyone, so this is a update for New Gundam Breaker, and this is in preparation for the PC version that's going to be out on the 24th. A lot of people have been wondering what has fixed and what hasn't been fixed in the game, and if you've seen any of my New Gundam Breaker videos recently, you'll have especially heard me saying like, oh, I don't think the game is patched, when what happened was, because I had the console still plugged in, what ends up happening is it'll auto update if it's plugged in via the internet, and it updated without me knowing. So I was actually playing 1.04 throughout the entire time I've been playing. So I went away and played the base game today, and here's a list of things that it fixes and doesn't fix. So what it doesn't fix, what the current version that PC players will be getting, what it doesn't fix is that instead it messes up the animations for your base mobile suit, so everything snaps instead of fluidly animating. You'll find that the jump actually occurs before the animation plays. You'll find that when you shoot, your arm will just magically snap into position and shoot, and then it'll lower itself back down, but there'll be no tweening in between, so it looks a lot more rough, I would say, and it looks a lot more like I would have expected it to look in the base game, but the base game actually has better animations unpatched. It doesn't fix any of the pixelized text included in the game that says like player names or whatever. It doesn't fix the lockbox option being intrusive and obstructing gameplay if you have that put on. It's actually better in the base game where it didn't have that option. The game still freezes randomly. It still has issues with low frame rate, especially on the last boss. The AI seems to be a little bit more aggressive. There is some debate as to whether this next one is correct, but it seems like experience from the containers that you get on the arena floors may have actually been lowered, because in the base game I was getting 2,250 experience from each of the red frame runners, whereas in the non-patched, in the patched version, sorry, I was getting 1,800 each time. So I think the amount of experience that you might be getting might be lower, and the load screen still isn't aligned fully to the aspect ratio. Apart from that, the things that the 1.4 patch does fix that are incredibly noticeable are all of the minor issues, such as the inside-out funnels, any of the loading issues between the main menu and the shop, because there's a slight delay which really messes up the shop for about a second or so. There are bits of the aspect ratio not matching the TV that was in the base game. It fixes that so you can actually see everything on your TV. It's just slightly misaligned, and it fixes the longer frame rate freezes. It doesn't fix them completely, but it means that you won't get longer periods of time where it's highly noticeable with it freezing, but it definitely doesn't solve that issue. So on launch on the 24th, this game is still going to have problems. It's still going to have people commenting, about the frame issues, about the aggressive AI. Honestly, I don't know what to think at this point. It's really, really weird how some parts of the base game are still better. The non-patch version is still better than the 1.4 patch. I don't know whether they have a roadmap yet, so it's hard to figure out where this is going to go in future and what they're going to fix. But it's interesting, to say the least, in terms of where this has gone. It seems like most of the other balancing has gone to the multiplayer when you look at the patch notes. And the thing is, nobody's playing the multiplayer anymore, so it's practically useless patching that. Anyway, I thought I'd leave you guys with this little set of details so you can I'll upload them in the description so you can read through them, but just think over it, because I think it's really weird how it still has lots of issues and mistakes in 1.4 that are somewhat intrusive to gameplay, but like the base game does certain things like animations a lot better. It's it's a really strange instance of it still not being much different compared to its launch. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!